All right, welcome back to another episode of the More Than Outdoors podcast, the podcast where we talk about the people, places, and passions that drive Maine's outdoor recreation economy. As always, I'm one of your hosts, Austin French.
And I'm Sam Andrews.
And we have a breathtaking backdrop this afternoon, evening, whatever time it is. I don't even know what time it is at this point.
Still hot.
It is still hot. It is slightly less than 1,000,000 degrees in the shade. So we are definitely enjoying that. Plus a nice coastal breeze, which always pays off major dividends. But another great guest, another completely unique corner of the outdoor industry in Maine. So we have Tyler Waterson here from Sailing Morning in Maine. Tyler, thank you so much for coming on the podcast with us.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Thanks for thinking of me. Happy to be here.
Of course. So we are hanging out in the, what would you, is this like your sort of launching point? How do you describe this area?
Oh yeah, it's our home base for sure. Our ticket booth, we have our sign here, but this is called Buoy Park, and the big navigational aids, the big buoys. I mean, it's a perfect spot to start a sailing tour.
Totally. Yeah. And all of you in the audience, you'll see the Instagram reels of some of the behind the scenes stuff of the ticket booth and the pier and all that kind of jazz, so that you can really picture what it's going to be like when you come sailing with Tyler and the crew down here. So what we tend to do in the beginning of every one of these episodes is just kind of a quick intro to you and just like who you are, what you do, and who you do it for. And then like, how did you end up getting into the outdoor industry in the first place?
Okay, great. Yeah, so I'm born and raised in Vermont. Not a lot of water. Everyone asks if I grew up sailing on Lake Champlain. I did not. But when I was 7, I was really fortunate. My dad was always around the water. I mean, my last name's Waterson. It was destiny, if you will. But my parents bought a little 30-foot sailboat. When I was, first few summers, we would commute from Vermont down to the seacoast. When I was 10, we just started living on the boat all summer. So we came down, we lived on the boat in Portsmouth area. And so grateful my parents brought me up with that because it was easy. We would spend the entire month of August every summer sailing up and down the coast of Maine. My first job was teaching sailing at the local sailing school. My second year as an instructor, all of the older instructors left, and they're like, you better get your captain's license. You're in charge, dude. So I was like a kid, 17, teaching kids. We'd have hundreds of kids come through the sailing school every year. I did that all through college. It was just kind of natural. And really, that's how I got into the outdoor industry. It's always been something on the water.
Yeah.
I grew up sailing instructor, like 16. I was in the outdoor industry. But since then, it's been whatever was happening, whatever was the ticket where I was at. So sailing, I went and I did study marine biology. So I thought that was going to bring me to the water. Yeah. And I did get to spend some time underwater, and I spent some time in really cool places. I studied coral reef biology.
Cool.
But I realized the rest of the year, like the other 10 months, I was going to be in a lab.
Yeah.
I was going to be in an office. And as important as the work was and is, and as much as I was passionate about it, I was made to be out on the water. So,
Awesome.
Yeah.
So that's what guided you to kind of starting this business. Did you started it from scratch, from your own brainchild?
Well, I've been sailing other people's boats for a long time, kind of like the brief bullet points, if you will. I went to school. I ended up going and doing my master's research in San Francisco. And I got to go to American Samoa for a month every year to do field work. But then it was this time when science funding ran out. My stipend that was paying for my apartment in downtown San Francisco, or almost paying for it, ran out. And I didn't really know what to do. I got a job in a diesel shop, in a marine diesel shop. I moved on to my little sailboat, which was cheap, free. Sure. I worked in the diesel shop because my engine broke. I needed to replace it. So, and you're a starving college student, you do what you got to do.
Oh, totally.
And then I realized oh man, I got jobs on the water. I ended up working on this big schooner in San Francisco Bay. So I sailed on that boat, 6 years on that boat. I ended up on and off. I ended up fishing in Alaska, salmon fishing. That brought me to Hawaii. And the fishing boat there, that's a long story, but shipwreck story, my one, hopefully and only.
Oh my gosh.
Shipwreck story. I was not in charge, but the boat ended up on the rocks. I ended up stuck on Kauai. I got a job as a kayak guide and an REI multi-sport adventure guide. And I was like, I'm staying. This is awesome. So that was really cool. That was like a different take on it. I ended up doing snorkeling tours, using a little bit of the marine biology, coral reef background. Then out to Maine, it was serendipitous. It really was. Like, I worked for a marina company in town, and it was great. It was the first time I'd had a year-round job with benefits.
That's a good feeling.
It was. Being a captain, like, you never had stability, like, never had something to rely on. But the boat just kind of, it was meant to be. She got donated to our local maritime museum, and I went over there, follow up on a job posting for a sailing captain, thinking I might teach sailing like a few days a week after work, like get a little bit of the feel good, like what I used to do vibes. And I went over there and I met the director, this legendary old schooner captain, Jim Sharp. And next thing you know, he's like, no, I thought we might run the boat, but like, you write up a proposal. I think you should run this boat. I think this is what you're going to do. And man, that guy's convincing. Yeah.
I'd say so. You're sitting here.
My wife, I went into it. She's like, don't quit your day job, whatever you do. I came home like, honey, you got to see this boat. It's amazing. She's beautiful. I'm like, they need someone to run it. And she has supported me every step of the way. She's amazing. But yeah, it was not the plan.
Sure.
It was not the plan, but it was like one of those things. It was just kind of too good to be true. Yeah, the boat needed a caretaker. It needed someone to really like take ownership and, revitalize her, fix her up, get her ready for her next stage of life. And we've been doing it. This is my 5th year now.
Awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
And what's her name?
Morning in Maine.
Morning in Maine.
So
okay.
A Morning in Maine sailing tours.
Oh, so great.
Funny tidbit. 1998, when the business was originally founded, SEO was all done by alphabetic order. So the boat was Morning in Maine, but A Morning in Maine, if only it was that easy these days to be at the top of all the searches.
It wasn't like AAA Morning in Maine.
Yeah, right. And roadside assistance. Yeah, so the boat, she sailed for a long time, but she, she got donated to the museum, the Sail Power and Steam Museum. Really cool maritime museum in Rockland, and she just needed that new lease on life.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's really, really cool.
And there's a new boat, it sounds like, from what you were pointing out, right?
Yes.
So you have a second boat.
If my mental health wasn't already in question, being a wooden boat owner, I decided to get another wooden boat.
You get one boat, you get another
Just
boat.
like it's an affliction, but it's a passion. It's, you sail on wooden boats and like you get that. It's like Maine's history.
Yeah.
It's our heritage. These wooden boats. I mean, they've been doing it in a lot of ways, like the same way for hundreds of years, and it's just there's nothing like it. So we got a little friendship sloop, and she's really like the epitome of Maine maritime culture and heritage. Like, they've been using little boats like that to go out to the islands, catch lobsters, do it all for the last 150 years.
So now I'm curious. So when you say little boat, offer some context to the audience, because some people are probably thinking like you're like driving around a little 13-foot like Johnson whaler with little dinghy.
Fair enough. Yeah, on paper she's 40 feet, which most people think of as a big boat. Yeah. I sail around, I think they're all in now. I sail around with these 100-foot windjammers, right, and they're the big boats around. Yeah. Morning in Maine being 55 is like, most people think of it as a big boat. Yeah. She's like, she's right, perfect size. Yeah. But little boat, we'll take 6 passengers. Yeah. And they can all sit in the cockpit area, but like, it's cozy, it's intimate. Yeah. And 30 feet on deck with a giant bowsprit, 10 feet longer, 30, 40 feet. Depends on how you measure it, but yeah.
Cool.
Not so little.
Yeah. Well, I think it's important because, I know like, even when I first came and sailed with you guys, that was 2 years ago, I think. Back when Maine Outdoor Brands did the mob scene here, it was the first time I had sailed with you guys. And I'm like, this is way bigger than any boat that I've been on personally. And so it's just like funny to like hear like, oh yeah, like this is the little boat. But,
the little boat, 6, 8 people, whatever. Yeah,
I think we had like 20. I think because what's the right? Is it 20 people on your 55-footer?
Yeah, Morning in Maine takes 21 max.
21.
Yeah, I think we had just
We were
about
pretty
that
full
with
that
Mom.
day,
Yeah. It's a good thing we all like each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You all want to hang out. I've sailed like J24s before, which is like very different experience than that wooden ship that you're kind of explaining. Like you love a wooden boat. I'm curious if you could like talk about that. Like what makes it different? How does it feel to you, and like why are you so drawn to it?
I mean, little boats are cool.
Yeah.
Little boats are cool, like dinghies.
Yeah.
Like what I taught on 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
J24s, probably a little closer to that than a
Yeah.
boat like Morning in Maine.
Yeah.
Morning in Maine feels and behaves more like one of these windjammers.
Yeah.
Like, so when it's little though, it's so cool because every little gust of wind,
Yeah.
you move to the other side of the boat and the boat moves. You get a little gust of wind and the boat changes. You've got to be so sharp. You've got to be so tuned in to the environment, the breeze. You're watching the water and watching the little, like the ripples and the gusts of wind and preempting it and steering the boat accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
But the great thing about Morning in Maine is like a lot of times, this is someone's first sailing experience. They don't even know what they're getting into. They're like, I mean, it's a Maine thing. Yeah, people like it, I guess. Like, let's try it. But she's like a Cadillac, you know? And the wood boat, it might be a 17-ton boat. But by the time you put her in the water, that wood soaks up like a few tons of water. And there's a little bit more water inside, you know? And it's like, it really is. I don't want to, it sounds corny, but it's like she's like one with the water. She's sitting in the water. It's like in the wood. It's in the boat. And you're down in it, and like that little gust of wind, you feel it, but it's not like, whoa. It's like, oh, nice, okay. And it's so stable. She'll sail great in a light breeze, but it's so comfy.
Yeah.
It's so stable. It feels safe. You know, the captain sets the tone.
Yeah.
Like, I've been doing this forever, guys. Yeah. But the boat, you know, that's what people feel. That's what people experience. And she's a great boat for it. It is different than the little boats.
Yeah, it probably is a really good positive first experience for somebody who has never been sailing before. Like, you've probably taken a lot of people's sailboat virginity.
Really?
I had never been on a sailboat before.
No way.
When we came out, yeah. We were talking about this the other day. I've checked off so many activities, like outdoor activities, through going to mob scenes at this point, where it's like between sailing with you guys, cross-country skiing when we were at the Pineland Farms one, and then I was up at Mob Summer Camp, shout out the t-shirt, good job Mob team, and checked off. I had never been fly fishing before, and I had never been pack rafting. So like,
okay, sweet.
Those 4 things just by coming to mob events. And I will say, like, first off, super sturdy boat. Absolutely loved the experience. So much so that like I then brought my parents when they were up here visiting from New Jersey one time, and that was like also an amazing experience. And we did it like slightly more off season, and so it was like a little bit cooler, and it was just like just an amazing time. And I think there was the thing that I really enjoyed about it the most is like, yes, it is beautiful to like be out on the water and truly be like, the wind is giving you all of the power you got. You know, once the motor's off, it's time to go. And but there was so much like the storytelling that kind of came with all of it, of like, you know, there was so much historical like factoids that you guys would throw out like as part of the, you know, the overall like tour experience. And it was really, really cool to be I had been to Rockland plenty of times, but it was a very different like spin and understanding of like what is actually going on around us. And it was just a great balance to the overall experience. And we had you obviously as the captain for the mob one, and then I am drawing a blank on the woman's name.
Fiona.
Yes, Fiona. Thank you.
Fiona's great.
For the one when my parents were up, and it was just you guys do such an awesome job.
Thank you.
So yeah, no, totally.
I love that part about being a guide or like showing people for the first time, kind of like showing them the bigger picture of like, we're not just, it's more than sailing.
It is more than sailing.
It is, yeah. Like, what better way to get into that history? Like, go out on a wooden boat.
Yeah.
And sometimes we'll talk about it, like, hey, when this breakwater was built, they used boats, not so different than this. Like, you needed a boom and a pulley. That's what we're using to set this sail. Take this, hook it onto a block of granite, put it on a big winch, swing that boom over. And then people are like, oh, okay. Like, this is how they did it. That's 140 years ago. Like, this is how it worked. Or sometimes the wind dies, and I'm like, well, if it was 150 years ago, put out the anchor, get out the snacks. Like, we're waiting for the wind to come back tomorrow.
Right, yeah.
But don't worry, we have an engine. Like, it's okay. But like, give
Do
people
have
a little bit
backups.
of that like glimpse, into that history.
Yeah.
And it's a cool way to do it, really, like
That's awesome.
immersive.
Do you find that you have these aha moments with the people who come on your boat, like whether it be with maybe the history of the area or just sailing in general, like somebody's like caught the bug?
Yeah, a few stand out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's daily. I'm so lucky. Like, we get to meet so many cool people. I say, like, people on vacation are the best. They're happy. You're on vacation.
Yeah.
And then the people who want to go out on an old wooden sailboat, like, they're a subsection of those happy vacationers that are, like, even cooler.
Yeah.
So we meet awesome people. And a few, like, one time, I think it was the Lobster Festival, this afternoon, hot, humid day. We're out, we're sailing. We come around the corner by Owl's Head. Oh, there's some dark clouds over there. And so we start heading back to the dock. We're like, okay, yeah, we're probably going to get a little rain. It's part of being out on the water.
Totally.
Like, done it a million times. We're going to come back to the dock. It was the time for it anyway, but we're coming in and, like, you feel all that energy, like, we're heading for the dock. And you're kind of like, oh, my hair actually stood up a little just, like, thinking about it. You get, like, that, like, kind of pre-storm. There's, like, your hair stands up, the light changes a little, and this woman starts raining. And I'm like, oh, man, like, I hope everyone's cool with this. It was hot, but, like, I want everyone to have a good time.
Know.
I'm always, like, trying to provide the best experience. And I'm thinking about it, like, oh, yeah, it's okay. Like, if you want to go below, you can. Everyone's like, oh, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. And this woman turns, and she's just got the biggest grin. And she goes, this is the best day of my life.
That's awesome.
And I was like, yeah, I'm going to get a little teary-eyed. But I'm like, I think about that sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like, oh, I hope this is okay, or like, this isn't how I planned this trip.
Yeah.
We didn't plan for this to be the ending to this trip. And she's just like, what? This is like the look of wonder. She's like, this is so cool. Yeah, it's pretty special.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
awesome.
special.
That's awesome.
That's really powerful.
Yeah. And so I would be curious, like, this is a great opportunity to, like, kind of educate the audience on maybe some things that you tend to see with the countless numbers of people that you take out sailing every summer. Like, what do you tend to see are the things that, like, people are the most surprised by when they're going out on the trips with you?
I think people kind of think we're going to just, like, sail out into the middle of the ocean. And they're like, good on you. They're game for it. But they don't quite understand the coast of Maine. And I think they're surprised, like, wait, we're surrounded by land. And I kind of get on, like, yeah, and this was all, I mean, you want to talk big picture? I'm like, yeah, this was all glaciers. This was the Penobscot River Valley 10,000 years ago. Carved this out. That's the Deepwater Channel. And by the way, that Deepwater Channel goes, like, that's the only place you can see the open ocean over there. And just in this one bay, there's, like, 350 islands.
Right.
And they're surrounding us for the most part. So we get the breeze, but you're tucked in. Mm-hmm. It's not like lake sailing. It's ocean sailing, but it's so accessible because... And there's so much to see.
Right.
Like, it blocks the waves. We're not out there like bashing into waves. People are like, am I going to get seasick? Like, no. I take 4,000 or 5,000 people sailing every summer, and like, yes, maybe one or two, and they sometimes are like, we probably had a couple last night, but
or a couple right before.
Or a couple right before. You know.
During.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, probably not. Like, odds are really you're not going to get seasick. I mean, look, there's breeze. You can see the dark water. That's wind. Like, there's a beautiful breeze out there right now. There's no waves. Right. But there's so much to see, like the islands. I mean, right here, you're looking out at Vinyl Haven. You see, like, hills. That's like 35 islands between us and Vinyl Haven. Right. And people are always blown away by, like, how much land and how many islands and how much coastline there is. And that's the coolest part about sailing in Maine. You go out on one of these windjammers, people are like, well, what do you do for a week? I'm like, well, on the first night, you got, like, 20 good options. If you sail that way, like, yeah, maybe only 10 if you sail that way. But, like, it's just, there's so many islands, there's so many harbors, there's so much coastline. Yeah. There's so much to see. I think people are a little bit blown away, like, by how much you can see in 2 hours and by how kind of calm and accessible it really is. Yeah.
That's an interesting perspective. I feel like we've been thinking a lot about how people think about the coastline in Maine, and that it's just the coastline. They're kind of thinking about it from land. but they're never thinking about it from the water and all of the islands that line the coastline. And it's such a special, unique thing that Maine has. And I think about it as a sea kayaker from that point of view, of like, oh, where can I get that 5-star camping experience? And I'm sure you guys anchor and get to sleep on the boat, which is probably the best.
Nothing like sleeping on a boat.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you've done a lot of it in your lifetime.
Yeah, just a couple days.
A couple days.
Couple days.
Yeah, I do miss it sometimes. Like now we do day trips, and like that's what this boat really does well. These windjammers, like they do the overnight thing so well. They have a chef on each boat. Like, people want to do that, please. But I was thinking about it the other day. I was talking to one of our crew. I'm like, man, it's been 5 years since I bought my house in Rockland. I still think maybe since graduating college, I've lived more on boats than on land, but I'm definitely going in the wrong direction. Yeah, growing up though, I mean, I've probably been in a couple hundred harbors on the coast. I miss that sometimes.
Yeah.
I think like just getting out and really exploring. I hope as the business is less like Tyler 100% of the time, and we find really good people who can do a little bit of what I do. We get a little more of a taste of that with my family.
Yeah.
Like you ask about why you do it, and I love our guests and I love doing it, but a lot of times, especially if I'm having like a tough season, like, you know, maybe numbers are down or we had some big boat projects and like money's tight and cash flow. I mean, if a lot of people probably like seasonal business owners watching this, like I'm preaching to the choir.
Yeah.
It's tough, and like June can be tough, but then like I get like my 3-year-old and my like 9-month-old, my wife coming down the dock, and I'm like, that's why I do it.
Oh.
And it's like, yeah, I think eventually like the little boat too. Hey guys, let's go out for the weekend and like go camp on an island, you know, like let's go out. And I hope to raise them. Like, yeah, I was so fortunate to get that growing up. I hope to do that for them.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. And I'm sure you have already. Like, it sounds like there have been lots of experiences that I definitely didn't have as a kid that you're being able to offer them, which is really special.
Yesterday, we got our guests on the boat. I'm like, so guys, family sail, coming up the dock. Yeah, it's kind of a treat. Family loves sailing. We have a good time. Have you ever been on a 50-foot boat that was sailed by a 3-year-old? And they're like, no. It's like, don't worry, he has more experience than most. You're good. And they saw it too. Like at some points during the sail, they're looking back, the boat's heeling over and sailing. And I'm like, a little bit the other way. Nope, the other port. You know, he's learning. Yeah. But he's back there, 3-year-old at the wheel, and he loves it. We got to sail between a few of these schooners the other day, and for like weeks now, it's like, Dad, you remember when we sailed between those 2 big schooners? I'm like, yeah, buddy, I will always remember that. Yeah,
That's the best.
That is the best.
That's the best.
Yeah, I love that. And I think that you have a really unique business model that not a lot of people like know about. And I'm kind of curious if you can talk more about that side, like being an entrepreneur and owning a very seasonal business. Like, what is that like here in Maine?
Yeah, I mean, I feel grateful.
Yeah.
I feel fortunate to be where I'm at, but it's not easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't sugarcoat it. Sometimes I worry, like, we're out on the boat. I spend all winter, people are like, what do you do all winter? I'm like, how do you think this boat gets painted and varnished? Why do you think it looks so good?
Yeah.
Like, but you know, you can't get frustrated. Like, people don't get it. And it's a chance to share. And it's a chance to, like, you know, explain that, like, it's a real job.
Yeah.
I don't just hop aboard and like, let's go sailing. Like, this is work.
Yep.
I mean, I'm between sails, like answering emails, talking to people, like putting out fires, like dealing with things, you know, 12-hour days down here, 13-hour days when we're doing sunset sails. You know, it's hard. Like, you want to scale like 2 boats. That's an attempt to like, maybe I can step back and be more of that business owner. But at a certain point, it's also not why you do it.
Right.
You do it because you want to sail. I do it because I'm a sailor.
Right.
I'm a passable business owner. I'm an excellent sailor.
Yeah.
But you know, you gotta learn. It's like finding that balance is tough.
Yep.
I've realized that like if I can find people who are passionate about the marketing, the organizational kind of back end admin of running a business, and those kinds of things, those are the things I want to outsource. Those are the things that I need help with. But like first couple of years, I mean, my first year I ran every sail.
Yep.
242 trips.
Wow.
Captain Tyler, 42 days straight at one point. It was just what you did. And like social media, scrubbing toilets, whatever it is, like you're on. You have to wear all the hats. And it can be tough. Like you get to this point of the year and you're like, okay, we're going to have a good July. And maybe by the end of July, we're like almost break even for the season. August, you know, there's a lot of wages, a lot of sailing, a lot of chance to like bring in some revenue, but like a lot of people working, depending on you. Payrolls like way up. So like July, August maybe you'll make a little profit. Typically, you're still working on that break even.
Yeah.
September, it slows down. Hopefully you're at least like, okay, covered all the big bills for the year.
Yep.
Slower. It's a great time to sail. Like it's so nice. It's cooler. It's less crowded. Smaller numbers, but it's also like, okay, this is my chance to like go into winter with something to start it all up with again next spring.
Yeah.
And you're like, do you get a winter job?
Right.
Or do you just do all of the work that you would pay someone else to do and save that money? It's a balance. I'm still figuring it out.
Yeah.
There's no like magic bullet, like this is how you do it. Yeah, you just do this, you mark it here, you mark it there, you just go sailing. It's great. But I'll let you know in a couple of years. 2 boats. We're from like 6 crew to 10 crew this year.
Wow.
So much more management on that side, but I also have more people to help with it.
Yeah.
We have one of our long-term staff. He's great with like administration, like management. Kyle, he's our new operations manager.
Cool.
Awesome.
He's up in the operations manager role now?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, so like keeping good people around. He's got a boat to run now, so I think once she's going, he'll be happy with that. He's like a huge part of the organization. Keeping good people around, like it's like growth. I kind of went from like, okay, I'm finally on my feet to like, this is such a cool boat. Maybe it wasn't quite ready, but like we're doing it. And then in a couple of years, maybe I'll be like, okay, this is how you do it. But right now, I'm in the thick of it. I'll be honest. It's been a heck of a spring.
Yeah.
Nobody reads that fine print when you have like small business owner on the business card. No one sees all of that extra stuff that is below it.
Oh my gosh.
You know?
Yeah, this spring, while everyone's sanding and painting, I rebuilt our engine because it was like time for some preventative maintenance. Not really rebuilt, but like took it apart, cleaned it up, replaced some parts. That was what I got the job in 20 years ago. It's a good skill to have, right? But yeah, that's one of the hats. Just like, getting the word out there, marketing, all this stuff. Like, I'm not a computer guy.
I'm a sailor.
Old wooden boats. Like, I'm trying to go the other direction, but the world's going this way, and everyone's like, you need to use AI to run your business efficiently. And I'm like, I hate AI. How do I not? Like, I'll work twice as hard if I cannot do it. But I don't know. So, but yeah, you got to wear all the hats.
I appreciate that really honest kind of view in the business, because it's true. Like, we work with a lot of college kids who are like coming out into the world, and it's like being an entrepreneur is a whole other game, like ball game, you know. And to be honest about it, it's like there's a passion tax in the work we do in the outdoors. Like, you are clearly so passionate about sailing, but it takes a lot of work to sustain a business to then introduce other people to what you love. And so it's like there's that moment of awe that you got with your client that was like keeps you probably chugging along on those really hard days where you're just like, screw this, why am I rebuilding this engine, why am I doing this preventative maintenance? Because you're like, oh, it's like, I mean, hopefully you remember those moments of like, this is the bigger picture. I'm doing this for my family. I'm doing this for the people to be able to experience this for the first time. But yeah. Yeah,
I mean, it's so meaningful to people. Like, sometimes, like, I had a school group out, and later on, I think it was his mom or his teacher, this 8th grader, like, he talked about his 2-hour trip on the boat, like, at his graduation speech. It was life changing for this kid. And I like, amazing. You know, it does. It makes me, I get all the feels. Like it's really great to be able to do. And you earn it every step of the way.
Yep.
But there's nothing like it. And I don't even know. I hope I never feel the need to like get a job. I don't know if I could be. I don't know if I'd be a great employee anymore.
That is the hardest part. Once you go over to the small business owner side of the house, and you're like, do I really want to work for someone else again? I'm not so sure about that.
Sounds like your job is a job, though, if
Yeah.
we're being honest.
People are like, this is the best job in the world. I'm like, maybe. And they're like, it's like, I mean, does it even work? I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah, hang on.
Yes, it's work.
Those are different questions.
It is. Well, and you have people relying on you. I mean, you're out on the water and like constantly, we get a windy day. Man, it's fun. Like earlier, the dipping the rail in the water, like the boat's heeling over. Everyone's having an awesome time. And like, I'm smiling. This is great. This is fun. But like, I am also like head on a swivel and thinking about like, this is awesome. This is plan A. What happens for plan B and C? And like, just, I'm always on.
Yeah.
I'm always like, you want people to have a good time, and you take all of the like whatever anxiety or like stress they might have around this new experience, you take it all, you ball it up, and like you hold it all inside and you smile and you show them like the best time of their life.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you take all that away, but you are on. And like the safety side of it, the like, all of a sudden you have 12 people who like, you know, their ability to pay their rent and like put food on the table, like depends on you
Yeah.
doing your job. So like, yeah, it's great to work for yourself, and I've never worked so hard in my life,
Yeah.
but it is so valuable and it's
Yeah.
so rewarding. I can't imagine going any other way. Yeah, it's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a lot of weight on your shoulders. I find that it's so true when so that J24 I had mentioned, the captain of that boat, I'm always just like, my mom calls me like the beer wench. Like I'm the girl who's handing the beer to the captain. But I'm always like stressed out thinking, oh my God, the responsibility that you have right now is stressing me out, because I couldn't imagine like the boat keeled over and I'm just like, hope everything's gonna be fine. Even though like, cause sailing's supposed to be like so relaxing, but once you actually get a lot of wind, like you are at the mercy of nature. You have no longer are really in control. I mean, you're in as much control as you think you are, but with sailing, you're kind of like balancing, I'm going to control this, and like with help of
Time to flow.
yeah, like I'm going to find as much control as I can in the situation and just embrace like what I'm being given.
You can't fight the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna do something that the wind isn't gonna let you do. You
Yep.
just gotta like flow with it.
Yeah.
You've got to make it safe.
Yep.
You gotta like, yeah, bring everything in, tighten it up, like
Yep.
go with what the wind does, and like work within that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're not in charge always out in Mother Nature, like in a lot of things.
Yeah.
So like
Absolutely.
whitewater, I have so much respect for that.
Yeah.
I used to do like beach landings on kayaks in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Big waves.
Yeah, like you're not in charge.
No.
You just try to time it between the
Yes.
waves. Yeah, you
Yeah,
just
and
do
get
your
out of
best.
the boat.
And yeah, get the heck out of the way. So that you're in the way of the boat's in the way, hopefully not right next to each other.
Right.
Yep.
But yeah, you just you gotta work with what you got.
Do you feel like you've perfected that kind of balance out on the water?
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I mean, as like kind of almost wimpy as it sounds, but people are like hardcore sailing, like I cross oceans, and like you're out there in the middle of the ocean, you get a big storm, nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Batten down the hatches, shorten sail, ride it out.
Yeah.
For us, guess we're staying home today,
Yeah.
you know, but it's for fun.
Yeah.
It is for fun.
Yeah.
And what we do, like a day like today, we're not really pushing the limits of my abilities or the boat's abilities. It's still plenty exciting on a
Yes.
windy day. Like you feel it. I feel it. I feel the responsibility there. I'm like, I have laid hands on and probably repaired or replaced every piece of this big, like living entity that is carrying all of us along. Like you feel every little bit of it. But if it's really nasty, like we stay home.
Yeah.
It's funny. I know you guys didn't really ask about it, but it makes me think about like the weather. Have you noticed the weather forecast is like less reliable than ever?
Oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
gosh, yes.
So
It's tough.
I heard an interesting theory on that, but that'll be an off the podcast moment. But I did hear an interesting theory about that.
Yeah, it is. I feel like it's unreliable, and or like especially when I was working for a sea kayaking company, the customers that you have who are thinking about the weather and looking at it a week in advance for their Friday sale, and they want that perfect picturesque day. And then the weather says something, and then that day comes, and it actually is picturesque, but the weather wasn't accurate.
Yes.
That's the kicker.
Yes. So like I say, I take all that stress, all of the responsibility. I carry it for you on the boat, right?
Yeah.
I'm in charge. I'm responsible. You can relax. You can enjoy it. I do that with the weather too. So like, let me do my job. Right. I think about it so much. My wife will tell you, my second season, 2023, we had like the foggiest, rainiest summer that most people, like old timers around here, like, oh yeah, we get one of those like every 10 years. I'm like, oh God, I'm glad I get another 10 years before that happens again. But that was tough. Looking at the forecast, trying to work it. I'm looking at like 5 forecasts.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it between every sale. I'm looking at it during the sale when I see clouds on the horizon. Right. I'm looking at tomorrow. I'm looking at 2-3 days out. Beyond that, it doesn't mean anything. Like the forecast in Maine, this weekend's a perfect example. Rain on the 4th of July, right? Everyone's like, oh, are we gonna be able to do fireworks? 5 days ago, and I'll be honest, like our bookings are super light right now. Tonight, tomorrow, tomorrow night, Saturday night, it was showing like chance of rain, especially like Saturday night, 4th of July, fireworks.
Yeah.
Super slow bookings. It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
And people will like call and be like, it's 74 hours before their set. We have a 72-hour cancellation policy. I'm going to cancel. There's like a 40% chance of rain. I'm like, guys, I've been watching it. It's going the other way.
Yeah.
Like they will say, like, I could flip a coin too.
Yeah.
50% chance of rain every day a week out.
Yeah.
Like, way to hedge your bets.
Yes.
But like, we don't take people out in nasty weather.
Yeah.
We do this for fun.
Right.
If it's going to rain, like, I'm going to call you. We're going to find the right sale. We're going to give you your money back.
Yeah.
And like, that's one of the toughest things. Yeah.
It is hard. It's so weather dependent, but at the same time, it's like you might even enjoy it more with a little bit of weather. Like I always thought, like when I'm paddling, it's like the best when it's raining because it's just flat and calm, and all the birds are active and
the wildlife
seals.
When it's raining, the seals, the porpoises.
Yes.
Yeah.
They all just like come alive, and it's really cool, and it's like you're defying the odds because you're like, oh, I'm not, your mind is kind of like, you're not really supposed to be out here right now because it's raining and like you're a human, you should be inside. And you're like, no, I'm still doing it. I'm out here. And that's a really good feeling for me. I enjoy it.
Well, and that was like the September trip that I did with my parents. It was a sunset cruise in like, I think it was like middle-ish of September, right? So it was like already going to be like 50, 55 degrees, right? So definitely on the cooler side in terms of sailing.
Yep.
And there was this chance of rain the whole week, like as we're leading up. And I'm like, guys, just hold out. Like, and we grabbed dinner at Archer's, I think it actually was. And we were like, okay, it had like rained some during the day. And I was just like, just hold on. And sure enough, we pop out here and the clouds just like completely opened up. Everything was clear. You go out for this beautiful sunset tour, and it's like, just hold on. And which is super scary for like the seasonal business owner who you're looking at it and being like, I have people that are making decisions on my 72-hour, cancellation policy or whatever the deal is. And like, sometimes that weather's going to scare them away, and it's like, I understand people are on vacation. They want everything to be perfect. I dare you to come sailing when the weather is not like absolutely perfect, right? It's not 80 degrees and sunny and you got great knots of wind, like I dare you because it's still going to be an awesome time, and just do it because they're memories that you're going to have for the rest of your life. They're the stories that you're going to tell over like the holiday dinner table for years to come, and it's like, just hold it out. Trust me. Bring a rain jacket. You'll be safe.
It's that you try to convince people, and I feel like there's a shift in the industry where you like have to provide a different kind of experience now because the clientele has shifted, and I've seen it at least in my job. But I'm curious if you've seen it here, like if you have different interests from people, what they want to see, what they want to do.
It's funny, I saw that might be something we talk about today, and I was like thinking about it. I've been thinking about it a lot actually. 5th year, I don't know. I don't know. I think there's a niche of people, and it's not like age dependent.
Yeah.
It's not, and sometimes it's not even like those super outdoorsy people, but there's
Yeah.
just people who love it.
Yeah.
We're talking about the weather, and I think it'd be really cool to give a shout out. Like I have these sisters from Texas, and Diane and Kitch. They came out my first season, and it was the foggiest trip I've ever taken anyone on. Like it was so foggy, guys. I probably wouldn't go now just because, like, I mean, maybe we should, because these people, they came out, and they're out there, and like I would have had a hard time seeing Sam from like where I am.
Yeah.
Like it was so foggy,
Wow, that is
and I was like, okay, this is really foggy. I was feeling like no one can see a thing. This is like a scenic cruise, right?
Yeah, right.
These two women have come back and sailed with me every single year since then. They have pictures they took of the fog that they will still come out and be like, you remember that? And like every year, different trips. This year, I think they came out 3 or 4 times,
Awesome.
and they just love it so much. So I don't know, like, who is it that like wants to come sailing, and how has it shifted? It's an interesting question. I think some people, it just really connects with them.
Yeah.
And if you just said, hey, this is Diane and Kitch, and Kitch is a horse person, and her sister Diane, she's really like into sewing, and this is from Texas, I'd be like, probably not our target demographic, right? They are like some of our best customers who come back year after year, and they just love it. I do see, it's like hopeful I see more young people on the boat. A little bit. I think Maine's still like an older state.
Yeah.
And a lot of people with disposable income are still in that age range where like they're traveling, maybe they're retired. I still think the median age on the boat might be like 55 or 60. But I see young people come out, and I see them really into it. And I think it's almost more meaningful in a way for the people like our age and younger even, who came up in a world where everything is on your phone.
Yeah.
Everything's on your computer. And you might not get a break from that. It might be your job all day, every day, looking at a screen. Someone asked me years ago, like, to come up with like a 2-word like tagline. I think I was doing a radio ad. It was like trying out different ways to advertise the boat. And I came up with unplug and unwind. And it actually still kind of resonates with me, especially the unplug part.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, come out, unwind, like take a deep breath, but please, like, leave your phone in your pocket. Okay, pictures.
Yeah.
Airplane mode? I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, don't answer work emails.
Right.
Like, don't feel like you have to also like video the entire cruise. Like, just take a deep breath and sit there and like listen to the water running down the hull of the boat. Just like that right there. Or like, if you really pay attention, maybe like you hear a porpoise near the boat before you see it. Like you hear that little poosh, like I don't know, like it's really valuable. And I hope like going ahead, the young people who maybe are completely overwhelmed or like oversaturated with technology see more of the value of like, even if it's for 2 hours, to just be able to like unplug, put your phone away, and just be present and be out in nature. I think it's super valuable.
Yeah. Oh, I'm inspired. I'm like going on a canoe trip, and I'm like, I'm leaving the phone at home. I'm like, I know there's gonna be service too, and I'm like, nope, I'm done. I need a break, and I feel like it's just such a thing that we're just surrounded by technology, and I think it's like what the world needs most right now is to kind of unplug and unwind, and like connect with nature and connect with a wooden boat that's like part of the water, as you said. Like, absolutely.
I'm not up on trends, but have you noticed digital cameras, but like cameras, not phones? I've been seeing more.
They're back.
And when I say like leave your phone, like turn your phone off, like bring a digital camera, like capture it. But like, I don't know, Polaroids were like a couple years ago maybe. I don't know, mainly I always say we're like 10 years behind or 20 years ahead, because like everything comes around in cycles.
Yeah, we're either the biggest trendsetter in the world or behind by a mile.
But like I see these things on the boat. People bring the culture to us, right? Yeah. But I see, I'm like, oh, that's really cool. Like it's like young women on the boat. Like, I don't know, rather than like doing a TikTok dance, she's like just taking pictures of her family with a old school digital camera. It's nice.
Yeah, that is nice. I like that trend right now
Yeah.
for sure.
So before we get into like our rapid fire question segment that we like to close out every episode, like I think it's important for folks to be aware, like if they want to come hang out with you guys on Morning in Maine, like what are some of the different like trip options that they can do with you guys? Like this is your opportunity to like plug to the world.
Oh man, how much
The
time do we
millions
have?
of
I love it. I mean, okay, if I just wanted to make as much money as possible, I would do 2-hour sales all day, every day, and I'd take shorter breaks, and I wouldn't have like a turnaround time between sales. I would just turn and burn, and that's the way to make money in my industry, and that's the way a lot of people do it, and I don't blame them. I spend my life here.
Yeah.
I do things that I like too, and those are the things that also keep me going. And so like there's cool options. I've tried to develop them. I'm still working on it, but like my favorite as a kid, you sail somewhere and the boat's cool, but like you're with your siblings, you're with your family. Get me over to an island where I can take the dinghy ashore and go like walk around, explore some old quarry, or like check out an island. And this year it's every Monday. You got to check it. Changes. We usually need another captain, so I work it around that too. But we'll go over to Monroe Island, which is this Maine Coast Heritage Trust Preserve. Only people on the island most days. We shuttle them over in the dinghy. It's like 2.5 miles of hiking trails. Give them a couple hours. They can hike the whole island. They can go chill on a beach. Like the best is like the waves lap up. It's like the pebble cobble beaches that sound like I could just sit there for 2 hours. But we explore the island. We get back on the boat. A couple hours, starting an hour out now. We do like a lobster roll on the boat. You have other options if you don't like lobster. Yeah. But we do lunch. It's all included. Picnic on the boat, sail around. We call it the Monroe Island Adventure, and that's my favorite.
That's awesome.
I want to go.
Yeah, yeah, come out.
Like,
We'd love that.
My mom.
Let's go. You like lobster roll on a sailboat? I'm in.
We do. Last night we had live music, but every Sunday, last sail of the day, live music on the boat.
What?
Super sweet, just to like. I mean, it's cool to hear your guide talk about the history and all that, but like maybe you do just want to like bring a bottle of wine and listen to some awesome music. Patty Mills grew up in Owl's Head. He's down in Brunswick now. He plays the whole lobster festival, like the whole thing in the food tent. That's where I first heard him. He comes out every Sunday and like he's got the perfect set list, like songs about the water. Half of them are his, half of them are covers, and his songs are like Penobscot Bay, Wooden Boat, like so on theme, lobstering.
Love it.
Yeah, Winter's Looking Long is one of his songs, and it's like the boat is in the barn and the winter is looking long. And like last night I was cool, I didn't cry, but September, October, he plays that song and like I'm like, yeah, it's a long winter coming, guys. Awesome, it's so nice. We do a science sale with Herring Gut Coastal Science Center.
Oh.
I take my science background, and they have educators. That's what they do. They bring microscopes, plankton net. We do like hands-on pH, salinity, water quality measurements. We do a plankton tow and look at it under a microscope. 3 hours just when school's out and they're not doing their like school year programming. Every Tuesday morning, 9 to 12. This is our 4th year.
That's awesome.
Doing that. Super cool trip. Families, adults, like all ages. It's really nice. Some of these are like almost subsidized. Like you look at it like, why is the 3-hour tour not 50% more than the 2-hour tour? And it's like, because I want to do this,
right.
Like, and I want to make this work. It's like our best value, hour per hour of any sale we do. We got this opportunity through Maine Office of Tourism. I should give a shout out to them. We had a grant. They hired Planetera, this global NGO that develops community tourism. It might be like we were their first North American project. I presented at the Governor's Conference last spring with Ann Ball, the director of the Maine Downtown Foundation, and Amy, I'm sorry, I don't remember your last name. She is the director of the Westbrook downtown.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, it was like 5 downtown organizations in Maine. So these nonprofits that like work on economic vitality in historic downtowns. Yeah. And it was supposed to be community tourism and something with downtown, but it was supposed to benefit a local nonprofit. And we partnered with the Apprentice Shop, which is near and dear to my heart. I was on the board of Rockland Main Street at the time, and I was also like trying not to steer too much, because I was also like Morning in Maine would be a cool part of this, but I didn't really say it because I wanted it to be organic. I was glad it was the apprentice shop though. Like half of our crew over the years have come through their boat building school, and like they teach sailing, they teach boat building.
Cool.
Talk about like career pathway to what we do.
Yeah.
So I was like, great, the apprentice shop. Like they do all these random tours. Let's make it structured. Let's make it revenue, providing. Let's make it this like positive thing for the shop. And then they're like, well, we should have a sailing component. And I was like, okay, I am here. So the journey through wooden boats, we're going to do that on the Friendship Sloop this year.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so you get to like go over there, tour the shop, see the boat building school, haul some lobster traps, see like working history, also see how the boats are built. And then that boat, like, it's hauling lobster traps under sail. We have a few trips planned around it. They all see lighthouses, and that's all in the branding, because like lobsters and lighthouses, how can you go wrong?
Yeah.
But it's Maine in a nutshell. Like, people want it, and we want it. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
So she'll be hauling lobster traps with her little electric propulsion when the wind dies, and sailing and doing it how they did 100 years ago. And that's like the whole theme there. But like smaller, more intimate. So if you just have like a couple, the big boat, it's priced at 20 people. Like it might feel like too much, but you want something that's just you. You want to like propose to your girlfriend. You want to just like do date night, and you want the whole boat to yourself. It's super accessible. You can rent the whole boat because it's priced at $6. Right. We actually make it if you buy 5 tickets, you get the whole boat. That's the pricing. So like it's super accessible for like an intimate small group.
Cool.
Date night, whatever it is, or like intimate like history wood boat. Yeah, you get a little bit of everything. You can kind of dictate too. Like private charters are cool. I know not everyone can afford it. Yeah. And like if I didn't have this boat, I wouldn't be doing them. I'm working it. I get it, guys. But if you want to like get a group together and do anything, you guys just interviewed with Noah at Equinox, right? Yeah. So Noah and I have been talking, and we haven't made it happen yet. But like, you want to go over to Hurricane Island and have Noah take you climbing in the quarries? We'll sail you there.
That would be sick.
And Noah will take you climbing. You want to go learn about the science center there? Same trip, we could do that. You want to go to like North Haven Oyster Company and like do an oyster tasting, or like Turner Farm and do a farm to table dinner? We'll sell you there. Like there's so much cool stuff all around Penobscot Bay. And sometimes that's like the 2-hour trip. It's a taste. It's what everyone wants too, or like a lot of people want. But we want to do more. We want to like get in there and like really give you a feeling for what Maine has to offer, like Penobscot Bay. Yeah. And do a little bit more. So if people are into that and they can get a group together, if you get like 15 friends, it's actually really affordable. Like go out for a day. And we love I love it when people are like, my family's in, we want to go see the islands, we want to hike, whatever it is. Because I'm like, okay.
Perfect.
Like great. Farm to table lunch, lobster bake on the beach. Got it. Just making sure I know the vibe. Like I've been doing like event planning and stuff just through this or like through other jobs, and it's so fun because you're like, okay, cool. We can do anything. Let's make it happen.
That's so cool. Yeah. I'm like getting ideas for Colby. Might be sending some students your way.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. I love to hear what they're doing with like sustainability and island, research out on Benner and Allen, and kind of leading some sustainability things in Port Clyde. Yeah. Super cool.
Yeah, it is really cool.
Yeah, I'd love to be a part of that.
Yeah, we have some crazy orientation trips for all the freshmen in September that I lead. Ooh. So we have a couple camping in Camden, and I was like, that would be a fun trip to get them out on the water. So we'll chat.
Shoot, yeah. Rock climbing, sailing.
Yeah.
Hiking, all the things.
Noah, he's great.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
Let's do it. We'll chat.
Cool. And what's the website so people can go check it out?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was like, let me tell you about all of our sales.
No, I'm so glad you did.
amorninginmaine.com. Don't forget the A.
Yeah.
amorninginmaine.com. And you know what? We have our ticket booth here. And like we used to have food trucks here, and there's a lot of foot traffic. This whole park's getting rebuilt. It's all changing, but we're here. We're like here every day, and you can call too. It's 691-SAIL. 207-691-7245. Call. Like our ticket booth staff, they also know like all the different sales. They'll help you out. You want to do the big private trip? they're going to get you straight to me because, like, let's face it, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. But, like, call us, too. Is the weather good today? Is it going to be nice in a couple days for sailing? I come down every morning. Hey, guys, I know the forecast has been crummy, but it's getting better. I think we're going to have a good weekend. I fill them in. I'm watching. Like, just call, too.
Yeah.
Our ticket booth staff love it. They work partly on commission, so, like, bring it, you know, call them, visit the website. It's easier for some people. Some people really don't like websites, though. I feel that.
That is a fact.
Plus, you want to talk to someone.
Yeah.
And be like, this is a real thing.
Yeah.
Get a feel.
Yeah,
It's
is this actually a
new.
sailboat?
Yeah, well, it's different. Yeah. Are you actually going to sail?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are we leaving the dock? Yeah.
Right. We're not like the pirate cruise that like never leaves the dock. We're sailors.
We're
yeah. The cruise.
So we have this segment, Voices from the Summit, that we do at the end of every episode. Rapid fire questions just kind of allows like the audience to get to peel back the curtain a little bit with you, get to learn a little bit more about yourself, and it's a fun, quirky way to kind of end an episode.
Cool.
I'm really curious about this one as somebody who's a sea kayaker. What's the ideal wind speed for sailing?
15 knots.
15 knots, okay.
It's exciting, but like full sail.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to take down any sails. We don't have to modify. We're just ripping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite post-sailing meal?
Oh, man. Honestly, I am like, I don't eat a ton of lobster, but like some fresh oysters, lobster roll. Oof. Heck yeah, I'd do it.
Maine seafood. So good. Describe the future of Maine's outdoor economy in one word.
Oh, promising.
One thing every guest should bring aboard when they come on the sailboat with you.
Sunscreen.
Good call. Good.
Especially on a day like today.
Layers.
Layers.
Hot day.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it's 100 degrees on shore. It might literally feel like 55.
Yeah, it is cool out there when you get out. It's amazing.
It's the best.
I bet it
Oh,
feels
nature's
so
air
good.
conditioning. But yeah, especially this week, people are showing up in like shorts and skirts, like no layers. Like, guys, the water's 58. I'm going to get the wind blowing over the water for you. We have blankets, don't worry.
Yeah, the biggest misconception about sailing, you might have just answered it.
Oh, I've been doing this in San Francisco Bay, Maine, like everywhere. People are like, oh yeah, it's like, even in Hawaii, it's like beachy and warm, and but like, yeah, it can be a little exciting, and maybe it's a little chilly, or you know, it's a real experience. So like, yeah,
Cool.
come prepared.
Come prepared.
What's the best sound you get on the ocean?
You know, I may have answered that too, but like, I do think a porpoise or like some animal, especially the porpoises, like the little blowhole, like, because you're like, oh, cool, where is it? Like the excitement, even for me, like, yeah, hearing that, you're like, they're here. Where are they? You know, like, get ready to show everyone. Everyone's excited. Yeah.
You've had some good sound effects this episode.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
Refreshing it.
I don't know how to do the water on the hull, but that's right up there. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I can't even do
Yeah,
it.
that was like a something.
It was like a cat purring, but I don't know. It's like nature's version, I guess.
What's your favorite hidden spot along the coast?
Favorite hidden spot? Oh man, I can't give it up.
I know.
That's
Well,
the
so
thing
then
with
the
Maine.
second-
There's
so then the
so
second
many. There's so many. Idaho. It's like got a little bit of Acadia. People don't even know the mailboat. And I can say it because I think the mailboat limits how many can come out.
Yeah.
You still go out there and like you might not see anyone hiking over Duck Harbor Mountain. And
It's
sweet.
my favorite island too, actually.
Is it?
Sweet,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people there are amazing too. I went out for a few 4th of Julys in a row just around this time and just met such good people.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What's your most memorable guest interaction?
I mean, the woman telling me it was the best day of her life is right up there.
Yeah.
I talk a lot about science and climate change in the Gulf of Maine warming so quickly. And I will always remember these people who told me that when they were kids, they would go out to Vinyl Haven to visit Grandma and Grandpa by horse and sleigh over the ice.
What?
That does not happen anymore. And that always sticks with me because people ask almost daily, does this freeze over in the winter? And I'm like, I can say, yeah. And I've met people, they were probably in their late 80s, early 90s. I've met people who saw it freeze over. It wasn't even that long ago. That's always stuck with me.
Wow,
I talk about it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's wild.
That is wild. So I know we've talked a lot about like slowing down and your great saying that you came up with when it comes to sailing and just like how we all live in this like crazy busy world with technology. And I'm curious why you think experiences like sailing still resonate so deeply with people.
Yeah. Well, it is. It's so novel in a lot of ways. I mean, not everyone gets to do it.
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest misconceptions about sailing too is like that it's only for like wealthy people, and that like you can't do it. And maybe that's both questions at once, but like because it feels so like other than, but you could just come down and hop on a boat. And I think that people like it's really special to be on the water, but also wind power. Like talk about not just turning off your phone, but really stepping back from all of the technology, like internal combustion, all of it. Like let's just really get away. I think that's a big part of it. It's so different, and it is like it's so connected to nature, and it's just like so new for people.
Awesome.
Such a great way to end.
Yeah,
Such a
totally.
great episode. We are losing all the papers. But
as a sailor, I should know better.
Truly.
It's been really great, you guys.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for being able to take some time. It is definitely your busier part of the season in terms of coming into July and all that stuff. So appreciate you being able to block out some time with us and having this chat. And we'll make sure that like all the social media handles and the website are all down in the episode description, so people can make sure go check out A Morning in Maine. And you know, if you haven't already and you're still listening to this episode, first off, thank you so much for hanging out for this entire conversation. I definitely learned a lot from Tyler, and I'm sure that you have as well. And so, you know, in order to keep making sure that like we're able to get these kinds of stories out, like smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, follow us on all the different channels. Like there's a lot of stuff coming out this summer that's really, really awesome. And we want to make sure that you're aware of all of it. And so make sure you're hitting all those buttons. It's also free. Like it costs nothing. I'm sure you feel the same way. Like that follow on Instagram costs absolutely $0.
Goes such a long way.
And it makes a huge impact in terms of just the reach that we can have with all of these stories. So as we continue to try to bring the best possible stories to all of you, those little things really make a big difference. So thank you for being around, and until next time, we'll see you outside.
See you outside.